Hey guys, welcome to CollectorMania, the YouTube channel here. I'm Eric, this is Steve. Thanks for joining us. Just wanted to kind of bring some solemn news here. So far the channel's not doing so great, and we've decided to do some reformatting here. Done some research, and there's one thing that always is a big hit online, and figured we'd kind of piggyback and see what that can do for us. So without further ado, here's the new look of the YouTube channel. We're going into cat videos.
Cats.
So, if you guys didn't see, there's a new cat commander out in the 2017 commander product. We've got Arahbo.
Yeah, I think that's how you say that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we found out a little bit of news about the deck itself. It is, if you go back, we'd seen all these great 5-color dragons. Everybody's been speculating what will come of these tribal decks. And Steve and I have been talking. Hopefully,
we were really hoping for 5-color across the board,
Yes.
especially since they're only doing 4 decks this year.
Yep.
And a little bit disappointed, but at the same time, I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, cats are primarily in those 2 colors. I wish it would have been Bant at least. I know we talked about that earlier.
Or maybe like Naya or something.
Yeah, Naya would have made a lot of sense too.
Yeah, and I mean, there's some other black cats. Like I don't know if there's many blue cats that aren't just like solo or whatever.
Yeah.
And not that the black ones are super important, but you know, like definitely white and green, and then some red in some of the sets. So definitely. You know, like
It's not what we expected.
Yes,
and
not at all.
I'm guessing this is the surprise tribe too, because I know they talked about how there's going to be three of them are going to be kind of like your usual suspects, like dragons, angels, blah blah blah, and then there's going to be a surprise. I'm guessing this is it, which is kind of disappointing in another way too, because I was hoping for werewolves, but what can you do?
Yeah, I think everybody's pulling for one of their favorites at least.
Yeah.
So going into the commander here again, Roar of the World, Arahbo, 3 green and white, legendary creature cat avatar. It's got Eminence. The beginning of combat on your turn, if our commander here, Arahbo, Roar of the World, is in the command zone or in the battlefield, another cat controls.
Kind of hard to read.
Yeah, we got the mythic spoiler one.
Yeah.
Another cat you control gets +3/+3 until end of turn. When another cat you control attacks, you may pay 1 green and a white. If you do, it gains trample and +X. So you get the not pre-combat, beginning of combat pump. Then you can pay for 3 mana essentially to now use that pump and the creature's power to begin with, give it trample and plus. So
definitely very combat oriented.
Yes.
And it once again, makes a lot of sense. And we actually sat down for, I don't know, about maybe half an hour just looking up cats on, Gatherer and stuff like that. And it definitely makes a lot of sense. Combat oriented. And as we talked about too, like equipment theme almost with like Kimba, stuff like that. We'll kind of go into our slideshow here.
This one?
Just to kind of show you a few of the things we pulled up. I mean, our list turned to from 1 to 36 in like a second.
Yeah,
it was
no
crazy.
time at all.
And there's so many different strategies you could go with it. I know this one lends itself, once again, more to combat, but who knows? The other 2 could be a little bit more like life gain. I could see that happening.
You might even get that artifact, something to bounce a Kemba with. Kemba's really good. I think a lot of cat players are going to have some difficulty saying, why am I going to add green?
Yeah.
But if they give us some really great stuff.
But I mean, then again, if you think about Kimba, it's not necessarily tribal. It's more like equipment based.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
So this is a different spin on it. And we've talked about our tribal commander decks on this channel before. They're usually a little bit more casual. I've found, at least. They're a lot less competitive. But I mean, you can definitely make a competitive tribal deck. I mean, look at elves
Or wizards or something.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's possible.
I do agree, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Lords coming up, like Regal Caracol. I know that card just flashed by the screen, but I mean, a great addition from Amonkhet. And then we've got the new one from Hours of Devastation, like the Pride Sovereign guy. So I mean, they're definitely supporting the tribe currently, which is kind of nice. You get modern cards to throw into your tribal deck, whereas not a lot of modern cards come out for tribal decks all the time.
Yes, that is true. It's usually if you're lucky enough, you'll get some of your I feel bad for Kithkin tribal EDH players.
Really?
Does
that even exist?
It could, I suppose. There's a couple, but you're really at the mercy of what they print in Commander.
Yeah.
That you might get 1 card, and then if you're lucky, you'll get a set of a block focused on something around your tribe, get some cool cards added. You know,
Oh,
that
Lauren
sort of
was
thing.
a great example
Oh,
with
yeah.
like fairies and all kinds of stuff like that. We just need another one of those.
I hope they do that again.
Oh,
really.
gosh, yeah.
That's when I started playing Lorwyn. I know Steve's done some of his stuff on the command table.
Yeah.
Lorwyn, oh, it's so good.
Well, I'm kind of happy that they've kind of. I mean, this whole year feels like tribal. Like even at the beginning of Amonkhet, like you could feel like, oh my gosh, this has like a kind of like subtle sub theme of like zombies, blah blah blah, X and X. And now, like as we're shifting to like the Ixalan spoilers and stuff like that, it's just like tribal.
Pirates, dragons, or not dragons, dinosaurs. Like
I do that all the time too.
Who's used to talking about dinosaurs?
Gosh,
exactly.
geez.
Tune in for that video too.
Yeah, really.
Because that'll be coming down. But
Yeah. Oh, and as you can see, I don't know. I just want to touch on it. We did get a green screen.
yes.
So it's we've been having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
The channel's not actually changing.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
We're just having fun with it.
Now that we're 6 minutes in.
Yeah, really. Hopefully they're still watching.
So, but yeah, like you know, one thing I think hopefully this will like supplement cats. Hopefully it won't be like the deck that sits on the shelf.
I don't think it will be. I think cats are popular enough that, I mean, my wife, as soon as she saw that it was, Brandy, as soon as she saw that it was a cat commander, she's like, well, I could play green-white. And it's just like, okay, well, here, she's back into it again.
I doubt she's alone. I think a lot of people are thinking that. And, like Steve said earlier, definitely do a quick search. There's even some cards that, like, make cats.
Yeah.
One of the ones I used to play is, I think, Waiting in the Weeds. Really horrible card. Yeah, we forgot. But, like, this is just, like Steve said, a few minutes of gather research and then just kind of going through it and seeing, oh my gosh, there's more. There's more Johnnies you could throw in here.
It's kind of funny. When I was looking through it, I actually found quite a bit of, like, not traditional blink, but, like, bounce back to your hand. Like, if you think about, like, White Mane Lion, and then there's the Leopard, and there's Felidar Guard, which I guess does blink it, but there's a few different ways to, like, do ETB effects, and that might be a theme that they kind of work around too. Like, I'm trying to think in my head, like, what are they going to put in this deck to make it work theme-wise? Like I said, artifacts, equipment. It's kind of funny to think about cats with equipment because they're totally not the right colors for it, but I mean, it kind of makes sense. And then you've got, once again, like auras with like a Johnny cards, and then you've got,
I could see that.
Life gain with, I mean, there's a ton of cats that have lifelink, even if you think about like the Caracol and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And,
Like
what's
or something,
there's a 0/3 that whenever it blocks, it gains you 3 life, and just a ton of interesting ways they could go with this, and I hope they do them all. Really,
yes, that'd be good. So if you guys, if you got some favorites, these are the kind of ones that we went through. Just comment with them, that sort of thing. We'll probably be doing a Morphin Commander and a product review when these come out. I think it's August sometime.
Yeah,
late August.
I think it's mid-August actually.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
We'll put in the comments or the thing underneath.
Description.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Like, favorite, subscribe as always, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Yeah, thank you.